When I was a kid, I so wanted to go to Antarctica. It was like the dream of mine. So I said to my wife, Yukari, let's go to Antarctica together. And she said, no way. And I'm like, why not? She goes, because I'm worried about getting sick, throwing up, going across the Drake Passage to Antarctica. So now I'm on a mission. I've got to convince my wife, Yukari, to go to Antarctica with me. So I did what we all do. I went to Google, I typed in Antarctic travel, and a bunch of things came up. The first thing that I looked at was the most famous site, National Geographic Expeditions. But they were trying to sell to me before I was ready. See that big honking button over there that says request a reservation? I'm not ready to request a reservation. I just want to make sure that my wife isn't going to throw up on the way to Antarctica and I can take her with me. And then I found the one that had the best search engine optimization. And look at what they were doing to me. They wanted me to fill out this big old form. I'm sorry, I don't want to join your email list. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to gather information at this stage. And then I found the low-cost provider. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to go to the bottom of the world, 2 days sail from the southernmost city in the world, to Antarctica on the low-cost provider. So I'm done with that one. And then I found Quark Expeditions. These guys had the best content. There was so much awesome things here that I could see, and I could share with my wife. I said, Yukari, check it out. We can sip a beer and watch the icebergs float by. Now, wouldn't that be awesome? She said, yeah, but I'm not going. All right, so now this is going on for a while. None of you have long sales cycles, right? Of course, many of you do. This sales cycle is going on a pretty long time now. This is a couple of weeks into this process. I say, hey, Yukari, check out the great animals we could see. Wouldn't you love to see the cute chin-strap penguins? Can we agree that the chin-strap penguins are pretty cute? Oh, I said. My wife said, sure, let's go to the zoo. And then I engaged with them. Because the way that people buy, the way that I was buying has changed. They're not selling to me, I'm buying from them. I go to my social networks. Anyone been to Antarctica? I then pulled out my mobile phone and I connected with the people at Quark Expeditions. By the way, the device in your pocket doesn't matter what brand. The most important and most powerful marketing and sales tool ever invented, it's sitting in your pocket right at this moment. Because Quark Expeditions then tweeted back to me when I tweeted to them to provide more information. I even communicated with the CEO of Quark Expeditions, Hans, through Twitter. And they're helping me to make this decision. And the company that got my business was not the cheapest. It was not the most famous. It was the one that engaged with me in real time. They sent me to a blog post written by a doctor talking about how to protect against getting seasick. They sent me to their YouTube videos about crossing the Drake Passage. They were educating and informing me rather than interrupting and selling me. So we decided to go. But it was all on my time. They could never have sold me. It was about how I buy. The other companies were trying to sell to me. Quark Expeditions was absolutely aligned with how I was gathering information. It's no longer the sales cycle of convincing people to go to the events. It's understanding how people buy and encouraging them to be eager to attend the events. We had an awesome time. We hung out with the penguins. Yukari and I even camped in a penguin colony. How radical is that? We went kayaking in Antarctica. There's the proof that we were both there. There's Yukari and I. And they made the sail. They made it happen. You can achieve similar results. If you're creating content, if you're engaged, you can achieve similar results.